Okay, I think. Totally sure though, not totally sure. Hello, hello. I think I'm back. I could be mistaken though. Let's see, 91 ping on Dogcraft. Let's go. That's pretty good.
Silence is not something I'm used to,
Uh,
but it's
hello.
definitely nice. Hey, welcome back. I was just getting on deep conversation
Mm,
about taking step backs in silence and processing and thinking about things.
mm.
What do you think?
Huh? It could be a good idea. I don't know.
I was saying that it is really nice to be able to do that, and it's not something us as humans are very accustomed to or get to do that often.
Mm-hmm.
And that I would say this last year of just trying to figure out what my next steps in life have been, of doing that. Do I regret it? Yeah. Do I wish I was doing things like having a job and stuff? Yeah. But would I do this again? 100%. I think it
Yeah.
is really nice to have time to myself to actually think through things because it's
Mm-hmm.
not something I do that often or I'm able to do that often.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Everything is work, 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 next step, next step, next step. You go to school and what everyone is asking you is, what are you going to do after school?
Mm-hmm.
You do all these things and you pretty much in brain or ingrained that you have to be doing something. Otherwise, you're not successful.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the one friend that's not successful.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to have the times where you're not the successful one. Not everything you do has to be perfect.
Yeah.
And so taking step backs, I think, is really important. Because why not take a step back and just think or just figure stuff out?
Yeah.
Like, I know it's not the most appealing option, but with life, nothing is appealing. Long story short, getting a job is not appealing. It is because you get money and jobs can be fun. The jobs I've had have been fun. But it is not like, ooh, yes, I need a job because I'm going to have the most fun I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm. If you don't mind me asking, where all did you have a job again?
I've worked at a local self-serve frozen yogurt bar and I've worked at Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
both as managers.
Nice.
And I think where this is all stemming from is when I was younger, like a couple years ago, I was just working nonstop and doing stuff nonstop. There, you wouldn't catch me not trying to do something and filling time. My
Mm-hmm.
whole time as a child was just figuring. Don't mind that. Was
I'm
just
minding it.
filling time and scheduling when it didn't need to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why was I sitting there spending so much time?
Oh, yeah.
Like, what was so wrong with taking a step back and just taking a deep breath?
Yeah.
Which is something I've learned recently, and I've learned from my job, is you need to dedicate time to yourself to think and process things and do things you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't a point to just working, 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 because eventually you are going to blow up and you are going to mentally die and things are not going to be working for you and you will start to feel depressed. I'm not going to call it depression because I think there's a difference of feeling depressed and being actually depressed.
Mm-hmm.
But I think personally, the more steps back taken, usually the better.
Mm-hmm.
As in, like, the more time you get to process and think.
Yeah.
For me, that might just be recording second channel videos and just talking to people or chat about what the heck is going through my brain. But I'd rather do that than work every 40 hours, or not 40, every day a week for 8 hours a day or whatever, and then just feel exhausted when you get home and not do a ton.
Hmm.
I'd rather do that. 100%.
Yeah.
I'd rather work too. But that's just not the wise decision and the decision you should just be sticking with. I was so concentrated in talking, I forgot there was a hole.
Mm.
Don't you love that?
Yeah, when there's random holes everywhere.
It's not even random, it's just one hole. Just I forgot it existed. Do we keep going on this mining journey, or should I start actually getting ready to do things? I agree
Um,
with you. Uh, sorry.
I
You
mean,
can
what time
go
do you
and then we
want to
can chat.
be out by?
I want to be out of the house by 3 or 4-ish. That's 2 hours from now.
Uh-huh.
Alright, I'm gonna read. I agree with you. Get lost. Two important things and are forgotten because no priority. You only realize when you look back and it's too late. Yeah. Like, something I wish I did a lot more was back when I had a job, I really enjoyed content creation. I still do. But I went ahead and got a job so that I could get a computer so that I could do content creation. That is literally why I got a job. However, the problem isn't with getting the job. The problem was I spent so much time at my job because I enjoyed working. I enjoyed being busy and feeling like what I was doing was important. And it's not to say that people who don't have jobs aren't important, but I felt like with how my life has gone and where I am now, that I felt like I was doing something of
Uh,
value.
oh my gosh, I found diamonds. Play the outro music.
Do 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 do.
Oh, you're just gonna mine them.
What diamonds? We'll be right back after these messages.
Hmm.
Like sitting around the house, you feel unproductive. Exactly. And so, getting a job, I felt like I was doing something that was beneficial to not just me. Because, yeah, I was getting money, but I felt like people actually enjoyed my presence and enjoyed and were happy with my work ethic. That's what we'll say. But I wasn't spending time doing anything I enjoyed. I worked so hard and so much that I didn't dedicate anything to what I enjoyed, and I wanted to sit there and stream. That's literally why I got a job. And the moment I got a job, I just didn't.
Hmm.
And I regret that. I regret not spending time learning about how to do content creation. Because what could be the case right now is if I did was I could have been creating content, having a job, and being comfortable enough with editing that I would be able to edit and be working. But I didn't do that. And you know, people make mistakes. I am going to regret that, and I'm never going to get that time back. But I can always take that time and learn from it. And learn that, hey, when I get a job next, I am dedicating time to content creation. Weekends are going to be 100% off. And maybe like a Wednesday or a Tuesday or something. Probably a Tuesday. Because I enjoy what I'm doing right now. I enjoy editing videos and posting videos, and I enjoy streaming and talking and rambling and just getting my thoughts out there. Whether it's what people want to see or whether it's not, I enjoy it. And I'd rather be able to dedicate time to be able to enjoy myself rather than grinding away. Eventually, I will get a job where I'll have to work like all weekdays and I'll have to figure out how to schedule content creation between that. But I don't think that's that big of a deal as long as I'm able to dedicate time to myself and not work way too much. Because I was at like the age of 18 and I was already working 40 to 50 hours a week. And I don't want to repeat that. As in, repeat not figuring out how to dedicate time to myself first before working those hours. You know? It's not a mistake, it's an experience where you learn. Exactly. That's how I see things. Is you can look at things as I failed, or you can look at things of what can I learn from this? And I think trying to learn from your mistakes is way more valuable than looking at things and dwelling in the past and going, I messed up. I think too many people nowadays, and this isn't me trying to call out anyone in particular, will make a mistake, and rather than going, I messed up, will go, or will just dwell on their mistake. I was going to say I'm perfect, but that's not what that's not that point I'm trying to make, and not what people say. And I think that that eats up at a lot of people. It ate up at me when I would sit there and dwell on my mistakes. They're a mistake, not a I made the best decision. They're called a mistake for a reason. But there you have two options. You either learn or you fail. And if you sit there and learn from your mistake, then your mistake will be so valuable and will teach you something, and your mistake won't be worthless. And that's not saying all mistakes are worthless. That's just me saying that it feels worthless, especially when you dwell on it. Be honest, it's something that I thought about streaming and getting a community I can laugh and chill with, but at the same time work. Fair. The whole reason why I started streaming was because I found diamonds.
You started streaming because you found diamonds.
Yeah, I just found more diamonds.
Let's go.
Ah. To be honest, the whole reason why I started streaming was to build a community because I felt lonely. My whole life I felt by myself and lonely. And I'd say I made some of the best friends I've ever had in my entire life. And I'm so very thankful for them. I'm so very thankful that I even decided to click the go live button to begin with. Because you know what they say that you've probably heard before? The number one mistake, or not the number one mistake, the hardest thing in doing anything is starting it. And just starting. The hardest thing with streaming isn't entertaining chat. That is one of the harder things, but that's not the hardest thing. The hardest thing is starting your stream. That go live button feels surreal. But once you do it once, the second one becomes easier, and the third one becomes easier, and it all becomes easier and easier and easier and easier as time goes on. All that to say, for some reason I went on that random rabbit hole, was I started streaming because I was by myself and I wanted people to hang out with and talk with. and to just hang out with and enjoy my time. Because in real life, not a ton of people are fans of me. And it's not because I'm like super disrespectful or anything, or at least I don't think. It has more to do with how I interact with people in real life. Online, it's so much easier to just start a conversation with literally anybody. It feels so easy, and I don't know why. I can't necessarily explain it. I could probably analyze it and give you guys an answer in a bit, but I'm not too interested in that right now. I think I'm so very grateful that I even clicked that go live button to begin with back in the day because I just wanted to build a community and talk with people. That's the whole reason there was even a debate on streaming. Was one, I thought content creation looked like fun to do, and felt pretty passionate about it, and one of my friends were doing it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this too. But then I wanted a community, and I wanted people I could just talk with. That's all I really wanted. I don't care how small my community is. My community is great. I don't care if it grows or if it doesn't. Obviously, I want it to grow. Obviously. I mean, what's the point of creating if I just stay the same size and lose people over time? There really isn't a point. But I will be, or not will be, but I've been able to meet so many amazing people through just creating content. People that if I didn't, I would never have met or never even heard of. Like you guys in the Shocker community. You guys are all amazing. Sure, it's a bit of a smaller community, but I would have never have met you guys if I didn't start streaming. Everyone I know now, whom I would call a close friend or someone I can just talk to, is someone I wouldn't know if I didn't even try to stream. In fact, I probably wouldn't even have a computer right now if I never tried to stream. There'd probably be no desire to. If I didn't want to make content, my life would be a lot different. I would probably be the same old kid being upset that he's by himself again, that everyone else is having friends and having fun and he's not. Or maybe I would have grown from that. I don't know. I don't know what sparked a growth in that. I genuinely don't. But I know one day something just sparked and I went, well, you feel alone because you make yourself out to be alone. You are going to be what you think you are. So if I'm going to think that I'm alone, then you're going to stay alone. And so I could either move on from that and try to make a change, or I can sit there and dwell on being alone. And so I chose to sit there and make a change. In all fairness, you look at some streams where chat is just crazy and can't even chat because it's going so fast. True, yeah. And I don't know how I would deal with that if that's I might just do just chatting streams, and then if I'm doing a game, be like, I'm sorry, I can't read chat today, but I want to. That might be what steps I would take. I don't know. You learn to live with it. I'm telling from experience. Yeah. But I think something I'm very thankful for, though, is that online I can just join a VC and feel like people actually care and want to be friends. And I'm so very grateful that I'm in the communities that I am within. Because in real life, I can't just go knock on someone's door and be like, hey, let's hang out. One, there's the whole scheduling thing, but I haven't until recently, and I think I only have this with like one friend, been able to just be like, yo, what you up to? You want to do something right now? which isn't easy, but it's not terrible either. Rage, stop putting cobble deep slate in the deep slate.
Uh,
There's a whole cobble deep slate shulker right here.
oh, I didn't even realize that.
Lol, I kept sorting it and you kept doing it over and over and over. Slow-mo chat, lol. True, I could do that. I don't want to limit how much people can talk. Just because I want them to say whatever they want to say, and sometimes slow-mo chat can alter that. Even if it's just 5 seconds, just so it spaces out the message. I don't know. Because they do. If they didn't just, it wouldn't. Wait. Because they do. If they didn't, they just wouldn't do it with you. Online community and level of support compared to some friends that live close is unmatched. Yeah. And I bet you probably a majority of my online friends that I would say are my close friends are people that if I lived close with would be okay with me just pestering them randomly.
cdawg, you passed up some diamonds.
I what?
You passed up diamonds.
Oh, thanks. I was focused on talking. Oh, well, we can't mine these diamonds. They're on the wall.
Oof.
Yeah, stupid diamonds. Me and Hope being an example of how much it changed my life. Yeah, and I think that's amazing for you guys. Like, I bet you if Rage and I lived close and we were actually friends, Rage is someone who I could just go pester if I really wanted to.
I could see that.
Which is amazing because there's not a lot of which I think just shows level of friendship where if you can pester someone because you can and they're okay with it, that really just shows you that they care about you. Because deep down, even if you're introverted, extroverted, who cares? You want to be around people. It is a human desire to be around others. And so there is some level of, hey, I want to be alone here, but overall, I think most people just wants to be around other people. When you really deep down and think about it. Obviously, there's going to be exceptions to everything that was said there. But that's because no person is the same as the other person. I am not going to find another Rage out there. I'm not going to find another Mint out there. I'm not going to find another Cheese, and I'm not going to find another Gus. Those are just people in Dogcraft. That's why they're talked about first. I'm not going to find another Shocker. I'm just not. And then I'm okay with that. I like it that everyone is different. You get to learn different things from different people, for everyone has gone through something differently. Like I could learn from Muffin Man. I'm hope I'm getting this correct, but you live in I'm just gonna say a different country. I'm not gonna say where, and you can teach me about something that goes on there, and I could be like, ooh, that sounds cool. Maybe you make a special dish or something, and I'm like, ooh, I want to make that. Who knows? Like it's amazing learning from people, no matter who they are or what they've gone through. If you know what I mean. I'm gonna have to make more shulker boxes, but that's okay. Okay, let's see here. The only downside is me and Hope time zones. Yeah, and that's what I hate. I hate time zones because online you can be pretty close friends with someone, but there will always be a, or not always, there will usually be a time difference. I mean, part of the reason why I created the dog craft, or not the dog craft, the sea dog clock was a joke of time zones, being like, hey, we all live in different time zones, so this will make it that we're all in the same time zone so we can schedule things. It was mainly just a joke. I mean, now I just continue my joke and say that it's because it's CST, or that's what we call it. So I say that it's cdawg's special time. Oh, I took out 54 shulker shells rather than 4 shulker shells. No.
You wanted 54, right?
Um, yeah. About that. Rage, I say we go down one more layer, then I'm probably going to call ready for leave for me to learn. Because why not, right? And I know chips you guys refer to fries, right? Is that accurate information? Or what we would call fries.
Huh. I apparently reached 4,000 views on YouTube as a total.
Yo. Like, overall, I'm just very thankful for starting going live and for doing stuff because it'll take time to learn how to be successful at streaming. It'll take time to learn how to be a successful content creator. None of that's going to happen. It helps my sanity getting to know these people and just hang out with everyone. Because I think you guys are all amazing. No matter how small or big you guys are, not small or big, no matter how well or not well I know you guys, I still think you guys are all amazing. And I'm glad that I can even be put in this scenario. I'm very lucky.
Hey,
Even if it's
diamonds.
only almost up 500 followers and I'm not that big, I'm still thankful to be in this scenario. I know you guys. Up. Yay. I think eventually, Rage, whenever this project is done, I'll just split up the diamonds, as in like mine it with fortune.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think that was my random ramble of the day. As of right now, there are a lot of random rambles that are going to be second channel videos. So if you guys are interested in posting those daily till the 4th, at least for now, if you're on Twitch chat, make sure to catch. But I think I overall just want to say, since we got on this conversation, I'm thankful for all my experiences, good or bad, because I've been given an opportunity to learn something from each and every one of those scenarios. And I am thankful for content creation as a whole. Being able to meet and know so many amazing people is amazing and super fun. I don't care where I am in the future, I will be continuing to make content. It is always going to be a goal of mine. I will be streaming, I will be trying to figure something out. There will always be a attempt to continue. I am never, or not never, I won't say never because I can't guarantee that. I am not going to try just give up. And so, or mainly because everyone here is amazing. Or the people I do know are amazing. And I don't want to give that up. Might be a bit selfish of me to say. But
Oh, Woobat.
I also
Woobat was
enjoy just
in
editing
chat.
and making content. What?
There was a Woobat.
Yeah.
The
And
Pokemon.
so, oh, fair enough. And so, in the future, I don't, yeah, I think I'm just trying to say I'm thankful. Yep, and someone's knocking on my door. Hold on. What? Not off the top of my head. Okay, thank you. Sibling asked me if I need anything from the grocery store. But I think all this to say is in the future, I will be continuing to try to dedicate time to content creation because I enjoy it. I hope one day that this could be my full-time thing because I like getting to know people. But that may or may not be reality. I may need to dedicate more time to learning how to edit in the process of editing. I may need to dedicate more time doing this or that or whatever it could be. And sure, that'll be fun. I'm not going to hate it. But I'm going to, there's going to be an attempt, long story short. And I hope to see y'all in the future. Wow, my inventory is full of shulker boxes. I don't get this that often. Rage, is there anything you want to say for an outro?
Uh, subscribe.
Genius words. Yeah, subscribe to my main YouTube channel by doing !! YouTube in the Twitch chat or looking on the Twitch VOD. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna deafen and end stream.
Yeah, same. Yeah, but if anyone is watching, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, maybe think about following me on whichever app you're on. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers on YouTube, so that would be awesome if you guys could do that on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.